Well, hello, hello, hello. I hope you all are having a super duper fantastic day out there today. My name is Denise Merriweather. I am the CEO and founder of Queenpreneurs Jumpstart Program. Yes, it's the number one training environment for women in the world looking to leverage their knowledge, ignite their passion, and build a highly profitable business. And how do you do this? By accepting and believing and committing to what it is that God has called you to do. And if you do that, He'll help you build your courage, your confidence, and your competence. Do you understand what I'm saying? So listen, you guys, hey sissy, look, let me get my song going. Y'all know it's Friday, it's my day, and I'm live at 5. Hey, I'm live at 5. Hey, I'm live at 5. Hey, I'm live at 5. Okay, y'all coming up in here. Come on, come on, come on inside the room. It is Friday. Look, I done my introduction. I done told y'all who I am. Hey, okay, thank you so much. I don't know who that is over there inside of the community. You need to give StreamYard permission for me to see your name, but thank you so much. Yes, I did the wash and go the other night because I'm tired of doing this 2-strand twist. Put in the chat, reclaiming my time. Put in the chat, reclaiming my time. Y'all don't understand. It be taking a whole lot of time to be 2-strand twisting this hair. Every time I take it up and down, it's an hour, okay? And if I wash it, oh my goodness, that's like a couple of hours after I get out of the shower from washing the hair. So I'm trying to do something different, but thank you so much for encouraging me with my new look. This is my wash and go via curl mix, okay? And I don't mind giving them the shout out. We're going to work with it and see how well it does. But look, today is all about redefining yourself. Put in redefine myself, redefine myself, redefine myself. And let's get into this conversation because I think it's super duper necessary. As I have done several discovery calls this week, I've been in conversations, of course, with my consistent clients. And thank you to all my clients that who are consistent, that don't mind investing in themselves. Thank you so much for being a part of my community and allowing me to pour into you on a continual basis. But look, here are some of the things that we consistently talk about when it comes to redefining yourself and being okay doing so, because you have all the say on who it is that you are and what it is that you do. And you don't need permission from nobody to redefine who you are. And it is sometimes necessary in order for you to be able to reach your goals, because you do get, as I constantly tell you, what you see right now is based on the person that you are right now. So the things that you have accomplished, the things that you have achieved is who you are right now. But in order for you to go to your next, you should be developing yourself, redefining yourself to become someone different. But here is sometimes what the struggle is when we're having this conversation is that you don't see the value that you have, the value that you bring. I want you to put in the chat, I am valuable. Like this is step one, I am valuable, right? You got to get how it is that you affect the people that you come in contact with, right? You are valuable, but sometimes we don't know how to express it. We don't know how to define it. We don't know how to monetize it. We don't know how to sell it. We don't know how to sell ourselves. And when it comes to us going after a position or a career, it is the value that we bring to a company that makes all the difference. And trust me, when some of us leave a company, they can tell that we have left a company, whether they tell us or not. But the most important thing is that you are able to tell yourself who you are and what it is that you do and what you bring. Do you get that? So I am valuable. The next thing that I want you to get is that you should love yourself. Put it, I love myself. Put it in there. I love myself. I love myself. I was talking to my client today and I was talking to her about how me and my husband was openly dating when we first got into our relationship, right? And there came a point in time within that openly dating season that I had to choose myself. Hashtag I choose myself. Hashtag I choose myself. Hashtag I choose myself. And the reason why was because I have been through enough experiences where I allow other people to define how valuable or how lovable I was, whether or not I was worthy. Put in the chat, I am worthy. Put in the chat, I am worthy. Worthy to be loved, worthy to be in a relationship, worthy to be chosen. And what I'm saying is for you, you have to redefine yourself in a way where you have value, where you love yourself and your worthiness, because no one else can give that to you. No one else can tell you. Let me tell you what companies do, and maybe this will give you a different viewpoint when it comes to your evaluations and whether or not you say yes or commit to a job for 5, 10, 15 plus years. Do you get when I was at the radio station, I remember talking to the human resource director, and she told me that every year they sit and they talk about who they can get rid of, like who they can manage the company without. So instead of them having conversations about how to build people up, how to increase your skills, how to help give you longevity in the company, they sitting around at the table thinking about who can we cut so we can save money so we can get a bigger bonus. Now, see, I know y'all didn't want to hear that, and I know y'all, some of y'all corporate people may be mad that I'm saying it, but this is what they talk about right before the end of the year when they're doing budgets. They're deciding who they're going to cut and who they're going to get rid of. Ain't that something else? After you have committed 5 years, 10 years, 12 years, 20 years of your life, sacrificed away from your family trips, your holidays. I have done it. Okay. I'm just telling you what I've done. And when I heard that being said to me, it gave me a different outlook on what I wanted to sacrifice, what I needed, how I needed to redefine myself as a professional woman, as a career woman. And it wasn't me giving up all my time, giving up all my special events and holidays in order to be able to be there for a job or a company. But you got to get to that yourself, your own value, your own love, your own drawing the line and bottom line of what it is that you're going to give up for other people and other things. But if you don't redefine yourself as a woman, as a professional, as a giver, as an impactor, as a valuable, worthy, loving, kind, giving contributor to this earth, you're going to allow people to define you for themselves. And what I'm telling you is that's a big, grave mistake, because sometimes people only see you as a resource, as someone that is adding to their bottom line. And then whenever they feel like you're not giving them value, you're not adding to their bottom line, guess what they're going to do? They're going to get rid of you. And then you're going to feel some kind of way. And what I'm telling you is, no, baby, don't allow that to even happen to you. You need to redefine yourself now. Whatever it is that you have given to a company, number one, you need to take credit that you have blessed them with your presence and your contribution. Now, once you kind of get that value, that love, that worthiness, you're going to get that. For them to get rid of you would be a disservice for their company, not a disservice for you. And the more you kind of get how valuable, loving, worthy you are, it prevents people from defining you and taking advantage of you. Because sometimes people just don't know how valuable you are because you've never told them the value that you add. Do you think people really know all the contributions that you make at your job, or do you keep a list? Do you keep a list of all the conversations? Like sometimes my office at the job was more like a counseling or therapy session, right? It was kind of one in, one out, but I kind of got the benefit in who I was when I actually was on the job. Number one, I wasn't there for just a company. I was there for God. So I was on mission, on purpose, doing all the things. And I totally got what my contribution was and who I wanted to and needed to pour into. So my question is right now, who is it in your atmosphere that you need to pour into? And here was the greatest thing when the student became the teacher, right? I remember working with one of my employees, and at this particular time, he actually became the teacher. And he told me about how I'm looking to pour into certain people walking around the same mulberry bush, the mountain, like the lost children of Israel, waiting to see what my seed was going to produce, like how I was going to affect people, right? Here's what I need you to put in the chat. Just plant the seed. Just plant the seed. Just plant the seed, because I was hanging around to see how long it was going to take for the seed to grow, how big it was going to get, were they going to be able to accomplish the things that I may have seen or wanted for them. But sometimes that ain't even your business. That ain't even your job. Just plant the seed. All you got to do is plant the seed. And once you plant the seed, don't worry about how long it's going to take to grow. Don't worry about how much water it's going to take. Just plant the seed, because maybe sometimes that's all your job is to do, is to plant the seed. So redefine yourself. Are you a seed planter? Are you a waterer? Are you a harvest grabber? Like, do you grab the harvest? Everybody has a season for something, and you are within your right to sometimes reap from places where you ain't sown no seed, right? Because you've sown seed other places, and people are reaping from the seeds that you planted, right? So I don't want you to feel bad about that reciprocity. Put in the chat, it's a reciprocity. Put in the chat reciprocity, because sometimes we even struggle with that. Is what are we going to get in return? We didn't even like to talk about it. We don't think about it. We make it feel yucky or nasty. And what I'm saying is, you should expect a return on your investment. Redefine yourself, put it in the chat. Redefine myself, redefine myself. I am a person that is worthy of a return. I'm the person that's worthy of an increase. I'm the person that's worthy of monetizing my gifts, talents, and abilities. I'm a person that's worthy to make millions of dollars. I'm the person that's worthy to be poured into sometime and not always pouring out on other people. I am worthy. Redefine yourself. Redefine yourself. I have redefined myself. That's why all things are not acceptable. Some things are just hashtag unacceptable. Put it in the chat. Hashtag unacceptable. And you should know what those things are for you. But you got to redefine what you want your life to look like. From your career to your relationship, to your finances, to spirituality, to your mental and emotional health, your physical health. Are you happy when you look in the mirror? Are you happy when you see that natural wash and go? Can you rock it? Can you rock it? Can you rock everything that's going on with you right now? Are you okay with you? If you are not, redefine yourself, great sister. Redefine yourself. It is okay. It is okay to make necessary changes for you, even when people don't want you to change. Do you get that? You ain't living this life for other people. You living this life for you. You have purpose. You have intention. You have goals that God has placed in your heart. And you can't be sitting here worried about being the old you because you afraid it's going to make somebody uncomfortable because they won't know you anymore, won't be able to react to you anymore, won't be able to accept who you are. But in order for you to go to your next, in order for you to level up, in order for you to change your life, you have to redefine yourself. You have to change. You cannot remain the same for your next. So the more comfortable you become, thank you, Sissy. She's telling me I'm preaching and I'm all right with that. Okay. The more comfortable you become with shifting gears and changing yourself, and put it in the chat, I'm shifting. Put it in the chat, I'm shifting. Put it in the chat, I'm shifting. I've been shifting for a while. And what I'm trying to get my people who are in my community to become more comfortable with is uncertainty. Uncertainty is a place where you should stand. I did a video earlier today talking about the refreshing that's going to take place in Montego Bay, Jamaica. It is an opportunity for you to release, renew, relaunch, and relax. But in order for you to do that, you got to redefine yourself. You got to be willing to let some stuff go. You got to be willing to develop yourself in a way that you haven't been developed before. That means you're going to be challenged. That means you are going to be uncertain. That means you're not going to have all the answers. That means you're not going to know the way. That means you're not going to know all the people. That means you're not going to get everything right. That means you're going to make mistakes. That means you're going to make a left turn when you should have made a right turn. And it's going to be all right. Uncertainty is the best place to be. I'm going to give you 3 more things that I want you to have about this uncertain place. Number 1, every time I find myself in an uncertain place, I'm more focused. Put it in the chat, I'm focused. Put it in the chat, I'm focused. Put it in the chat, I'm focused. When I'm uncertain, I am super duper focused. Why? Because I'm trying to find my way. Because I'm trying to see what path that's going to benefit me. I'm trying to see which way to go. And so I'm focused on that thing, that goal, that thing that I want to achieve, right? That getting a new career, that losing the weight, that getting the natural hair together, right? I'm focused on the thing. I'm focused because that's a goal. The second thing is I'm super duper intentional. I am intentional about every step I take. Remember the 3 questions I tell you to always ask yourself before you say yes to anything? It's why am I doing it? What's the contribution that I'm going to give to the space? And what am I expecting to receive, right? So I'm intentional about everything that I'm doing. Why? Because I'm uncertain. It doesn't make any sense for me to be uncertain and just be willy-nilly. No, I got to be focused and I got to be intentional. Why? Because I'm trying to get somewhere. Put in the chat if you're trying to get somewhere that you're trying to get somewhere. Are you trying to get somewhere? Because I'm trying to get somewhere. Okay. And then number 3 is you're resourceful. Put in the chat, resourceful. When I'm uncertain, I'm resourceful. That means it ain't no waste. It ain't no wasting happening. I ain't wasting no time. I ain't wasting no money. I'm not wasting no gifts. I'm not wasting my talents. I'm not wasting abilities. I'm not wasting conversation. I'm not wasting anything. That means if your conversation ain't matching the conversation that I need to be having at the time based on where I'm going, I'm not wasting time talking to you. Sometimes y'all spend so much time on the phone and conversation talking to people that ain't up to nothing and wonder where all your time went and why you're unproductive. It's because you're not being resourceful with your time. Do you get that time is precious? And it ain't meant for you to be willing and nilly and blowing off. So stop with all these conversations with these people that ain't doing nothing. Yep, that's what I said. I didn't mean to hurt their feelings, but they can't hear me because you here with me and you doing something. So stop wasting your time with the people that ain't doing nothing. Stop wasting your resources because those conversations that you have, you should be practicing on sharing your next, getting and networking with the people that can show you something, teach you something, that can lead you somewhere. Stop wasting your casting your pearls to the swine, which is your time and your conversation and all the other wonderful things that God has blessed you with. So look, I gave you a whole lot today. I know I did. I done jumped around so many places about redefining yourself, right? But first, I want you to get your value. I want you to know that you're lovable. I want you to know that you're worthy, right? You are worthy of all the things that you have desired in your heart. I want you to get that. It's up to you to define what you want your career to be like, define what you want your relationships to be like, to define what it is that you want your finances to be like. And you need to write them down. Like, write them down in places where you can see them, that you can look at it, that you can revisit it, that it could be top of mind. Because half of the time when you think you know where you're going and you got all the answers, you're not as focused as you need to be. You're not as intentional as you need to be. And you are super duper wasteful and not as resourceful as you need to be. So look, you got a whole lot. I want you to tell yourself you smart, you beautiful, you intelligent, and you deserve all the things. Do you get it? I love you. Always looking forward to serving you. It's Friday. It's my day. Y'all can't take me down, okay? I'm headed somewhere, and hopefully you're heading there with me. Join me on the refreshing or in the refreshing in Jamaica, Motingo Bay, Jamaica, November the 3rd through the 7th. If you're interested, just put interested. I'll come back. Drop the link. Let me see if I have it right now. Let me see if I have the link. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so I just put it in the chat. It's the refreshing. If you want to get more information about the refreshing, where we are going to release, renew, relaunch, and relax, I want you to take a look at that. Join me and a couple of my business besties in Jamaica as we refresh a group of professional women who are looking to gain momentum, to gain clarity, to find their voice, right? And to also meet other people that's up to doing things, major things in their season of more. Always looking forward to serving you. I'll see some of you guys in Jamaica. If you have questions, reach out to me, set up a call. Stephanie, oh my God, hey Stephanie. She said, okay, here. Well, look, I ain't got the curls popping like how you had the curls popping, but I'm getting there. That's all I'm saying is I'm practicing, and hopefully things are going well for you in your new location. We got to be in conversation. We got to come up here and let the people know what it is that you're doing and what you're up to. But congratulations to you and all the wonderful things that you have going on. Sherilyn, LaShawn, Dr. Roz, so good to see you. Thank you guys for being in the place to be on Friday. Is my day, and I'm live at 5. All right, I'll see y'all Monday. Hey, at 5. Hey, I'm live at 5. Hey.